Have you ever heard of a place so haunted that even the locals are afraid to whisper its name after sunset? Today, we're journeying to the misty hills of Kurseong near Darjeeling, to a place shrouded in chilling tales and eerie legends, Dao Hill. This isn't just any haunted spot. It's considered one of the most paranormally active locations in all of India. So, turn down the lights, get comfortable, and let's explore the terrifying secrets of the ghost of Dao Hill. Kurseong is a beautiful, serene hill station, known for its lush tea gardens, orchid nurseries, and stunning views of the Himalayas. But beneath this picturesque surface lies a dark and unsettling history. The name Kurseong itself means the land of the white orchids, but for many, it's become the land of shadows and whispers. The heart of these spooky stories is Dao Hill, specifically the dense forest that surrounds it and the old Victoria Boys' School. Let's start with the forest. Locals call it the Death Road or Haunted Forest, and for good reason. For decades, people have reported an overwhelming sense of being watched as they walk through its winding paths. The air grows heavy, the temperature seems to drop, and an eerie silence falls, broken only by the rustling of leaves that sound suspiciously like footsteps following close behind. Woodcutters and locals who have ventured into the forest have shared countless stories of seeing disembodied red eyes staring at them from the darkness, only to vanish when they shine a light in their direction. It's a place where your senses play tricks on you, or perhaps they're just picking up on something that isn't supposed to be there. But the most famous and frightening legend of Dao Hill Forest is that of the headless boy. Imagine walking along a misty path, the trees creating a dark canopy overhead. Suddenly, you see a young boy walking ahead of you. He seems normal at first, just a child on his way somewhere. But then, as you get closer, you realize with dawning horror that he has no head. The apparition is said to walk for a short distance before darting into the woods and disappearing completely. Those who have encountered this terrifying specter are said to be haunted by the vision for the rest of their lives. Some have even reportedly lost their mental balance, unable to shake the image from their minds. Who was this boy? No one knows for sure, but his ghostly presence is the most enduring and chilling tale of Dao Hill. Now, let's talk about the Victoria Boys High School. Established over 100 years ago during the British Raj, this majestic old building stands as a silent witness to countless generations of students. By day, it's a place of learning and laughter. But when the school closes for its long winter vacation from December to March, it allegedly becomes a playground for spirits. The staff and caretakers who remain behind have reported hearing phantom footsteps echoing through the empty corridors. They say you can hear whispers and giggles from classrooms that have been locked for weeks. Some have even heard what sounds like a boys' choir faintly singing, even though the school is completely deserted. It's as if the echoes of the past refuse to fade away, replaying themselves in the dead of winter. It's so well known that many locals avoid going near the school grounds after dark, especially during the long, cold vacation months. Just a stone's throw away from the school is the Dao Hill Girls' School, which is also said to be haunted. While not as infamous as the boys' school, it has its own share of spooky tales. The woods connecting the two schools are where many of the paranormal activities are concentrated. But what is the source of all this haunting? Why is Dao Hill such a hotspot for the supernatural? Well, the local folklore points to a grim past. One of the most common theories is that the area was the site of numerous brutal murders and accidents. The dense, dark forest provided the perfect cover for unspeakable acts, and it's believed that the restless souls of the victims still wander the hills, unable to find peace. The cries and whispers heard in the wind are said to be their eternal laments. Another compelling story, though harder to verify historically, speaks of a massive tragedy. Some local legends mention a large-scale mining or construction disaster in the area that claimed the lives of hundreds of workers. According to these tales, the entire area was quickly abandoned after the incident. Soon after, people started reporting eerie cries echoing from the hills, shadowy figures flitting between the trees, and the unsettling presence of what they described as a witch-like figure. This story suggests that the land itself is cursed, saturated with the pain and suffering of those who perished there. While concrete evidence for a single massive disaster is scarce, the narrative persists, adding another layer of dread to the already frightening reputation of Dao Hill. The ghost stories don't end there. There's also the legend of a mysterious woman in grey. Several people have reported seeing a lone woman, cloaked in a grey shawl, wandering the forest paths. She appears forlorn and lost, but if anyone tries to approach her or call out to her, she vanishes into thin air. Her identity is a complete mystery. Is she a grieving mother searching for a lost child, or something else entirely? Her silent, sorrowful presence only adds to the unsettling atmosphere of the place. The sheer number and consistency of these paranormal reports have made Dow Hill a magnet for ghost hunters and thrill seekers from all over the world. Many have come armed with cameras, EMF meters, and audio recorders, hoping to capture definitive proof of the afterlife. Some leave with unexplained photos, strange audio recordings of disembodied voices, and personal experiences that they can't explain. Others leave with nothing but a profound sense of unease and the feeling that they were not welcome there. What's truly fascinating about Dow Hill is how deeply these stories are woven into the fabric of the local community. For the people of Kurseong, these aren't just campfire stories. They are a part of their reality. They are cautionary tales passed down through generations, warnings to respect the woods and to not linger after dark. This collective belief creates an incredibly powerful atmosphere. When an entire community believes a place is haunted, does that belief itself give power to the paranormal? It's a fascinating question. So, is Dow Hill truly haunted? Or is it a case of mass hysteria fueled by the eerie, isolated environment? The misty weather, the dense, dark forests, and the old colonial architecture all contribute to a naturally spooky ambience. It's the perfect setting for the human imagination to run wild. A strange sound in the woods can easily become a ghostly footstep. A trick of the light can become a shadowy figure. However, the sheer volume and consistency of the sightings are hard to dismiss entirely. From the headless boy to the phantom footsteps in the Victoria Boys' School, the stories have been told for decades by different people from all walks of life. The experiences are too similar, too frequent to be just a coincidence. Many who have visited, even the skeptics, come away admitting that there is something off about Dow Hill, a palpable energy that is both chilling and inexplicable. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that Dow Hill is a place with a dark and captivating mystique. It's a place where the veil between our world and the next seems to be incredibly thin. The tales of the headless boy, the cries in the forest, and the spirits of the old school serve as a chilling reminder that some places hold on to their history, and some stories are too terrifying to be forgotten. So, if you ever find yourself in the beautiful hills of Kurseong, maybe take a walk through the town. But as the sun begins to set and the mist rolls in, you might want to heed the local advice and stay away from the shadows of Dow Hill Forest. You never know what or who you might encounter. Thanks for joining me on this spooky journey to one of India's most haunted places. What do you think? Are these just stories, or is there something truly supernatural lurking in the forests of Dow Hill? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the unknown. Stay safe, and see you next time. Have you ever heard of a place so haunted, it feels like the land itself is crying out? Today, we're journeying to the misty hills of Kurseong near Darjeeling to explore the chilling tale of Dow Hill. This isn't just any ghost story, it's a saga woven into the very fabric of a beautiful, yet unsettling landscape. So, grab a warm drink, dim the lights, and let's uncover the secrets of one of India's most feared locations. Dow Hill is home to the Victoria Boys' High School and the Dow Hill Girls' School, both over a century old. These historic institutions are surrounded by dense, dark forests, and it's these very woods that hold the darkest legends. Locals and tourists alike speak of a constant feeling of being watched, of whispers carried on the wind, and of shadows that dance just at the edge of your vision. But what makes this place so notoriously haunted? The stories are numerous and deeply unsettling. One of the most famous and terrifying legends is that of the headless boy. Imagine walking along a quiet, fog-covered path known as Death Road. This road stretches between the Dow Hill School and the forest office. Suddenly, you see a small boy dart out from the trees. He runs ahead of you for a moment, then, just as you get closer, he turns, and you realize he has no head. He then vanishes back into the mist, leaving you paralyzed with fear. Countless people, from local woodcutters to unsuspecting travelers, have reported this horrifying encounter. They say the apparition appears, runs for a short distance, and then disappears into the woods, leaving behind a lingering sense of dread that chills you to the bone. But the headless boy is not the only spirit said to roam these woods. Many believe the forest itself is a hotbed of paranormal activity. People report hearing disembodied footsteps following them, the sounds of children laughing and playing when no one is around, and a pervasive sense of sorrow that seems to hang heavy in the air. Even during the day, the forest can feel oppressive and unwelcoming, as if unseen eyes are tracking your every move. It's said that those who venture deep into these woods are often plagued by depression and a strange feeling of being pursued long after they've left. Another prominent ghost story centers around the Victoria Boys High School. The school is closed for a long vacation from December to March, and during this time, it is said that the spirits truly take over. Locals report hearing loud whispers, the sound of running in the hallways, and phantom footsteps echoing through the empty corridors of the old building. Security guards who have worked there have shared tales of strange lights and eerie sounds emanating from the locked-up school, events for which there is no logical explanation. It's as if the school itself is alive, replaying ghostly memories from its long and storied past. But where do all these spirits come from? One popular theory traces the haunting back to a dark and tragic past, while the headless boy's origin is a mystery. Many believe the other hauntings are linked to numerous unfortunate events and murders that have taken place in the surrounding forest over the years. The woods of Dow Hill have a grim history, and it's believed that the restless souls of those who met their end here are trapped, forever wandering the misty landscape. Their collective pain and sorrow are said to have stained the very essence of the place, creating a powerful and lasting paranormal presence. Beyond the specific stories, there's a general atmosphere that pervades Dow Hill. Many visitors describe a feeling of intense paranoia and anxiety. Even those who don't believe in ghosts often admit to feeling an unexplainable unease. They speak of a red eye staring at them from the bushes, or the spectral figure of a woman in grey who is seen wandering through the trees. These experiences are so common that many locals avoid the forest altogether after sunset, heeding the unspoken warnings of the land. What's fascinating is that these aren't just old folktales. The stories are constantly reinforced by new experiences. Tourists come seeking adventure and leave with chilling stories of their own. Even skeptics have found themselves questioning their beliefs after a visit to Dow Hill. The sheer volume of consistent eyewitness accounts from different people over many decades is what makes the legend so powerful and enduring. It's not just one ghost. It's a place seemingly filled with them. So, is Dow Hill truly a gateway to the other side, or is it simply a case of an old, spooky location firing up people's imaginations? The dense fog, the creaking trees, and the isolation of the hills certainly create the perfect setting for a ghost story. The power of suggestion is strong, and a chilling tale can make you see and hear things that aren't there. Perhaps the whispers are just the wind, and the shadows are just tricks of the light. However, the consistency of the reports is hard to dismiss. The headless boy, the footsteps in the school, the feeling of being watched, these are specific details repeated by unrelated witnesses. Could it be that the tragic history of the area has left a real, tangible psychic scar on the environment? A place where emotions were so intense that they've been imprinted onto the very landscape, replaying themselves for those sensitive enough to perceive them. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the story of Dow Hill is a powerful reminder of how places can hold memories and emotions. The beautiful, serene hills of Kurseong hide a dark and mysterious secret, a chilling narrative that continues to captivate and terrify all who hear it. The ghost of Dow Hill is more than just a single spirit. It's the collective echo of a troubled past, a whisper in the woods that refuses to be silenced. What do you think? Have you ever visited a place that felt genuinely haunted? Share your own spooky stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed this dive into one of India's most haunted locations, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into the unknown. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.